Ay, baby, I just wanna sway. I ain't with the playing games, moves for the lames. I don't wanna play, but I don't need to say her name. Baby, just like, keep it real, never fake. She think I'm a lame, thinking I just want the cake. Baby, I just wanna sway. Sway, sway, baby, I just wanna sway.
Like training in LA, like being around beaches, being around Santa Monica, LA, Hollywood, Beverly Hills, you're around all of that. Being able to be there and like be like 30 minutes away from Santa Monica, like going to the beach whenever you wanted to, like that was something I was like, damn, this is like cool. But like, it's not like it was a vacation, but like being around a city, being around different people, like different ethnicities, like Asian, Samoans, Tongans, like that's how I grew up. So like being in my comfort zone and like being around those kind of people, like I loved it. Like all kind of food. The training was hard. Like we were able to go different sites. We were hiking, like to the beach, do beach workouts, like swim in the ocean and things like that. So like it was fun. It was fun.
He's just a great person, got a great smile, great character, natural leader. So like his traits of the type of person he is, that's what really stuck out to me from like day one. Just he's a pleasure to be around. He has that tangible that's just, it's different than a lot of the other guys around. The thing that I like about Henry is he was able to control the things he can control. So he was a little bit worried about certain testing elements, I would say, during the process, and felt maybe a little behind because his body, he needed to get healthy. So it took him a while to get healthy from the season. He was very, very distinctively, what's the plan? How can I attack it? And how can I make the most out of my, next 4 to 6 weeks here?
All right. Let's out here working out these vets. They're a little old, but here we go.
Get out the way, run out the play. I'm on the offense, yeah. Whole team, we got a squad, we going off, yeah. Get out, be star, you get in par, caught on the cross, yeah. Pay with the cost, put out the points, run out the charge, yeah. I been whipping up the ammo, yeah. I might snap your helmet like on turtle, yeah. I might shoot right through you like on Rambo, yeah. You might have to turn the channel, yeah, baby, rap.
Wow. Wow.
We don't mess around out here.
No, proactive sports, we don't mess around.
Ain't nothing but just a little work though.
But you see how we started the morning? Like all nice and calm. You come out here and do this, you feel like the world just ended.
Look, he competes with the best of them. He loves the energy. He brings the fire. He has it all. Him and Noah Sewell created a close relationship, and those guys were always competing. Called those two guys the compadres. So they loved competing on everything. So it was fun to see those two go back and forth a little bit.
The way we train at Proactive, like of course the 40, of course the shuttle, but like we train the whole body. Like definitely train like every single part of your body, and like try to critique small things like here and there within one workout, like through an hour workout. It was like the small muscles, like the little twitchy muscles that you never thought you had. And I think that like really helped me to like transform, like not only into my 40, but like into my position drills, like at pro day, at like the combine, and like workouts that I do on my own. Like really helped me to develop and be a so much more efficient player.
At the combine, nobody knows how hard this dude fought to get to where he's at, training-wise. I mean, he literally only had 3 weeks. After he was set to heal, he pulled his groin on the first day back. He had a groin injury. I was like, man, I told Henry, I said, man, Hen, 3 weeks, and 3 weeks would have made a difference. Who knows what you would have clocked in? I was like, man, that amount of time and you got that much faster.
My stomach was churning as Henry kind of kept going around. I was like, oh my gosh, there he goes. And the kid's like, Henry, I'm like, put your hands down. He's working.
I feel like I performed really well. Like, I think that I did like a lot of things that people didn't know I was gonna do, or like perform how I was gonna perform, or have the measurables that I did. And I think I turned a lot of heads. That was one of the experiences where like I was looking forward to like just making a statement of who I am and like proving that, you know, I'm one of the best linebackers in this class. Every GM that I met with was like super cool. Like came up to me after like, hey, you killed this interview, loved you, like can't wait to like get on a Zoom call with you, grow our relationship.
Is there any ones you feel like you have a good connection with?
Definitely my dog Pete Carroll. It's my dog. You know, hopefully, you know, I like the Seahawks, love the Raiders, like the Raiders are great. Grew a relationship with John Lynch, the 49ers, Miami, the Bills, the Buffalo Bills. But like, I grew a lot, like probably talked about like 10, 11 teams, like teams that actually need a line. Like of course I talked to like all 32 teams in like at the combine in my informs, but like teams that need a linebacker. You know, definitely grew a really, really close relationship with them and the coaches and the GMs and stuff like that.
45 flat, back pedal, 45 crash. Ready? 45 flat, back pedal, 45 crash.
He does this all the time. Mom, where's Dad? And I said, he's right here next to me. And he goes, hey, Dad, you think you got time to draw up some drills for me? And I just kind of thought to myself, that's pretty cool, Henry. And he goes, you know, Dad, I wanna finish my drills with you before I go to pro day. Even though I was so mad at him, all those times, Henry knew, and he knows who's gonna help him and not just leave him stranded anywhere.
It was just an idea that I had, like going over my old videos that I was watching when I was working out, like back at home during COVID. In my head, I was just like, you know, like this is the one guy that knows me the most. Like he knows my flaws, he knows how I need to turn, he knows where my feet need to be. I knew nobody better but him to come for something like this. So, you know, he's gotten me so far, like, and he's done so much for me to get me to the point where I'm at, like not only as a man, like a grown adult, but as a football player, that there was nobody else that I would rather call but him. And I think it's gonna be like that for the rest of my football career. I honestly do. Like a lot of guys train with their dad and leave their dad for another trainer. Like, no, that's not me. Like, he's been my day one, like, been my first coach, not only my first football coach, but my first life coach. Like, never would I ever like go out and try to find a new trainer, like a new footwork trainer to help me with some football stuff. I'm not really nervous or anxious about anything, like, because I know whenever I get drafted, that's when I'm supposed to be drafted. Like, it's supposed to happen this way. You know, you've worked 22 years of your life, like, for it. You know, I've worked so long for it that, like, I'm gonna just enjoy it. Like, I tell people this all the time, like, when I tell the coaches this too, like, I'm from Sacramento, California. I wasn't supposed to make it out, and I wasn't supposed to be here. Like, I wasn't supposed to be sitting in this chair. I wasn't supposed to be at the NFL Combine. Like, all the odds were stacked against me. At the end of the day, like, why a team should get me, I'm a competitor, smart, instinctive, love football, and, you know, I'm a product of Sacramento, California. I'm gonna keep saying that. Like, I rep my city, I love my city, and, like I'm gonna take that everywhere I go. So, you know, being a product of Sacramento, California, why don't you want a Sacramento guy? Like, why not? You know, us Sac boys are definitely one of a kind, so.
We run into so many family members and they're so happy for Henry and for the family. And my husband will always remind Henry, you're doing it for your culture. You know, there's so many family members and young men out there who look up to you. You know, you gotta remember who you're doing it for. You're not only doing it for yourself. You know, I can't help but just think of how blessed he is, you know, his desire and the faith that he has to go out there and be who he is.
I just hope they're ready. They're ready for Henry. You know, They'll be ready for the guy that's gonna put everything on his shoulders. Be ready for the guy that doesn't leave nobody behind. Be ready for the guy that's gonna come there and just work his butt off and make things happen. The kid that doesn't give up. He never has, he never will.
At Alton Credit Union, you can score big with our fixed rate credit card.